Okay, so I had a shitty day and I want to talk about it because I'm pissed off and I'm home alone and it's just not that big a deal that I don't know. I don't know who I would even talk to about it. I'm wasting therapy hour over it. I'm just gonna sit here and talk to YouTube with my hair all fucked up. I'm sick, so I'm not turning on my ring light. I've been sick for over a week. I have COVID like symptoms. I've had a pounding headache. I've had so much sniffles, if you will, drainage, productive cough, lungs full of stuff, um, sore throat, really sore throat at first. And I felt really bad this morning when I woke up. Really bad. So, my sister, she's a nurse, and she told me I had the symptoms of the new COVID. Like the new COVID, what? It just feels like a virus. Like it feels like a cold that's got jokes, like feels like just a really bad random virus. It doesn't feel like COVID, you know. COVID, COVID was awful for me, and it's not like that at all. Um, I just feel like I just feel like crap. I feel like I have a virus, And my sister was like, that's the new COVID, and it lasted about 3 weeks, and I was like, what the fuck? Anyways, I have Fourth of July plans. I was gonna go swimming with my sister on Thursday, and then I thought I was gonna, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna eat hamburgers with my husband on Friday and do firecrackers, but I'm not really into the Americana holidays, and right now I'm even less into the Americana holidays because I'm pissed off at our medical system. And let me tell you why. First off, I don't want to go get a fucking COVID test today because I don't want to have COVID. I just want to have a cold. But my sister said it might be COVID. So out of courtesy, before I see her family, I was going to get the COVID test. Well, I get in the car and I drive to the urgent care. And I'm telling you, I know my insurance benefits. My deductible has been met since the first week of the year. I'm a spoonie. The deductible is met. It's paid. This medical care, my co-insurance is 10% of the allowable amount. The urgent care visit, the allowable amount, it's $100. My copay, my co-insurance is $9.86. If I go to a specialist and the allowable is around $150, I got a $15 copay. I know how to do math. I know how my insurance benefits work. And I know that my deductible's met. So I'm over here. I go up to this urgent care. I give them my name and my date of birth, and they're like, "Have you ever been here?" And I was like, "I was in here getting a COVID test last week." Um, and they said, "Well, we'll just let you know if we need anything else from you." So I hand them 2 5s for my copay of $9.86. I said, "Well, you're gonna need my copay. It's $10." And I hand it to him, and I go sit down and play my game because I always bring back Steam Deck. Uh, anyways, I sit there and wait for a while, and they call my name, and they say, "Oh, you owe $40 for your deductible in April." And I said, "No, I don't. That's impossible. My deductible has been paid since all year. My deductible's been paid all year, and my co-insurance is 10% of the allowable amount, so it's $10, and I pay my copay every time I come in here." And they start talking about, well, that's what it says. That's what she said. Well, that's what it says. Mind you, I'm not as quick witted as I used to be, and I'm having a pounding headache because I have some kind of virus that may or may not be COVID. So I need to look at the astrology because something's in the sky today that's making people pissed off, myself included. So I said, well, then I'm not going to be seen. Just give me my $10 back, and I'll go home. So she handed me my $10. I snatched it out of her hand and walked out the door. Now, I need to make it clear. I did not curse at her. I did not raise my voice to her. I did not yell at her. I did not threaten her well-being in any way, shape, or form. And I definitely didn't throw a fucking smoothie at her, okay? If you know, you know. Okay, so I was a bitch. I had a dirty look on my face. I was pissed off. I thought, well, their billing department's obviously inept, so I can't even get a fucking COVID test without overpaying on my account because obviously someone made a mistake. And they did. So I got pissed off. I took my $10 and went down to Walmart and got me some of these little soothing lotion. It's not very soothing. Don't get the Great Value. Go ahead and get the Kleenex brand. I made the mistake of the Great Values. Now my nose is still hurting. It's still raw. My whole face is raw and swollen and puffy. And my lymph nodes. Anyways. I take myself into the Walmart. I get the tissues. I check out. I go home. I'm still mad. I'm still raging mad. I hate the American healthcare system. It's their fault that the pandemic got so bad because you can't even get a fucking COVID test. I don't have the best insurance. Like the best insurance in the U.S. is paid for by the Japanese companies because they do full coverage. Like you don't pay anything. Because that's how it is in Japan, and they don't believe in the American healthcare system. They think that their employees should not ever have to pay any money to have any healthcare. So if you work for a Japanese company, you'll have a special type of insurance that pays everything. So I don't have the best insurance, but I have insurance on par with Federal Blue Cross and Blue Shield. My insurance is not Federal Blue Cross and Blue Shield, but it's the same thing. It's really good. It's PPO, low deductible, low co-insurance, cover everything, go anywhere. You know, it's really good insurance. And I didn't have $40 on me because I had a shitty sprain. My husband gave me $10 so I could take my copay and go to the doctor and get the stupid fucking COVID test. So I had 2 5s on me. I had 7 1s. I had $25 on my Cash App card. It don't matter. I don't want to drain every single bit of the money I have to pay this bill I think I don't owe. So I come home. I'm pissed off. I'm just pissed off. I'm pissed off at the world. My daughter said something, lipped off to me, pissed me off too. So I go to the bathroom, and when I'm sitting on the bathroom, it dawns on me. When I went up there in April, I had x-rays, and I paid my $10 copay. But there's an additional co-insurance that would be owed on the x-rays and the crutches. They sent me home with crutches. That was one of my broken feet fiascos. Anyways, I remembered right then. I said, oh my God, that's not the deductible. It's the co-insurance on the x-rays. If she would have just said it was the co-insurance on the x-rays, I would have tried to make a payment plan. Or make a small payment toward it. Maybe give her my last $7. Maybe I would have given her my last $7. I have not received no explanation of benefits. I have not received no bill. If they would have sent a fucking bill, my husband would have put a check in the mail and paid it. And we wouldn't even be having this problem. But no, they didn't send a bill. And I didn't get no explanation of benefits either to remind me that I owed $30 to them. So I was a bitch at the doctor's office because they told me I owed $40 for my deductible, which is not fucking true. I owed $10 for the copay, and $28.92 is the amount that they allowed for the x-rays that I owe back to them for the x-rays. And I just want to say I hate the American healthcare system because they didn't even notify me that I had a balance of $30. First off, $30 is nothing. It's nothing. With the insurance I have, they're guaranteed to get paid $98 for seeing me that day. They'll get $10 in cash, and then like $90 from Blue Cross and Blue Shield. You're getting paid. And you can't even tell me where this $30 is coming from. You're saying it's my deductible. There's no $30 deductible in April. That's bullshit. And I can't go get a fucking COVID test. I told my husband, give me $10. They always make me pay my copay before I can be seen up there, and I don't have 10 on me. Yeah. If I want to get the stupid fucking COVID test. So he gives me $2.5. We have to pay taxes and get auto repairs and pay rent out of the last paycheck. So we're in that liminal space in between paychecks. Okay, we got groceries. We have everything we need. To my knowledge, all the fucking bills were paid. If they would have sent us a bill, it would have been paid too. And then my husband has some money on his Uber card because he Ubers for groceries. So, we're fine. But we just had a lot of expenses this month. Fucking $500 on the car. Fucking $500 on taxes. $1,250 on rent. That doesn't leave much left over. But we're fine. So he gave me $10 to go to the doctor. Because my insurance, I'm supposed to be able to take the $10 and go to the doctor and get the stupid fucking COVID test. That's supposed to be how it works. So I didn't get no COVID test. I got these tissues. And I got these smoothies. And I got these little vitamin C pills. That's a whole other story that frustrated me. But I got some really good quality vitamin C in the end. Some really good high quality vitamin C with zinc and quercetin, and got my magnesium. So I'm just frustrated that I can't get the medical care I needed with my copay, with all my bills paid. You deny me service without even sending a bill first, and then lie. Okay, not lie. They did not lie. And I used to work in medical billing. I know when you're posting line items in accounting, copay, coinsurance, deductible, who gives a fuck? It was just like a touch of a button that labeled it deductible instead of coinsurance. Not a huge deal. It definitely wouldn't have been a huge deal if they'd sent me a bill because it would have already been paid. And it really wouldn't have been a huge deal if she fucking told me it was the copay for my x-rays. But she made it a big deal. They made it a big deal. The U.S. healthcare system made it a big deal. The U.S. healthcare system made a big deal. It wasn't that receptionist's fault. And wasn't the fault of whoever was entering those payments from Blue Cross and Blue Shield probably as fast as their little fingers would let them. I know. I've been on the other side of that computer. I've been on the other side of that window. It ain't easy work. You're guaranteed to be understaffed. and you're getting your teeth down, a bunch of pissed off customers. Pissed off customers like me who came up to the doctor's office with their copay, can't get their fucking COVID test. And that's for me. Imagine if it was for my kid. I did not call them. I did not threaten them. I did not throw a smoothie at them. I did not curse at them. But I did give bitchy attitude, and now I feel bad. Is a misunderstanding and a big, fat, gigantic, extra large, super size, mega family pack of miscommunication. So I'm gonna try to calm my tits down.